What was the purpose that Bombay was for you? Because how I see it is everything external, reflection of an internal journey,
Yeah.
right?
Bombay asks you, what do you want to do? Do you have interest in painting, singing, dancing, teaching, yoga? You choose the profession and I'll give you the platform.
What have you understood of Leela, the game of Maya, in your understanding,
Yeah.
not to share with anyone?
On Shivratri, I went to the Mukteshwar temple in Juhu. जब मैं वहाँ गई तो मुझे जितने भी इंसान से मैंने बात किया सबका नाम शंकर. I don't know how. सबका कैसे हो सकता है? I'm talking about this about like 3 years ago.
3 years ago this
हाँ,
happened.
3 years ago this happened where
And Hanuman energy.
yeah. एंड ऐसा हो रहा था कि मैं हनुमान के बारे में ज्यादा सुन रही थी जो भी पॉडकास्ट थे. लाइक श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी वरनो रघुवर विमल जसु जो दायक फलचारी. तो मैंने एज अ स्टोरी टेलिंग ही सोच के मैंने फिर उसका पूरा पढ़ा एक एक वर्ड एंड ऑल एंड आई फेल्ट लाइक this makes sense. So now I want to remember the lyrics and I'm just chanting it. Like मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, यमन राग में गा रही हूँ मैं, but मुझे बहुत रोना आ रहा है यार. अजीब लग रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है कोई चीज से मैं ऐसे डिवोटेड हो गई. मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है I don't know, like I've never felt this in any relationship. मेरे दुख में भी मुझे इतना दुख नहीं हुआ, इतना आंसू नहीं बहा जितना अभी बह रहा है.
Welcome Sudipta on Raw and Unfiltered.
Thank you.
We're finally doing this.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful manifestation happening very spontaneously. We first had our interaction when I was in Bali online and I didn't record it.
That was amazing conversation. I still remember.
It was a very nice conversation.
Yeah.
And then I said we will do it in person when I'm going through Bombay. And here we are, and it's happening, proper setup and everything. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us today in Raw and Unfiltered. And yeah, let's just start with something really just about you, as in you're going through a big transition phase right now. So we just focus on what is now, right? You're about to leave Mumbai, which has been your home for 10, 11 years?
11 years.
11 years. So, how do you feel?
I feel fulfilled. I feel like the purpose is served, and I'm ready for another leap. But leap into not something very extravagant, but something very calming. And I feel like Goa or maybe Himachal, any of these two places are ready to welcome me. So I can see myself kind of going through this transition with very much of calm, and of course there are a lot of factors, chaotic factors, which led me to decide to that I want to now leave Bombay. It wasn't easy because there's a lot of opportunity here to grow as well. And I could always find my peace within the chaos here, but now I'm like ready to find peace without hustling. I just feel like I'm seeking more comfort and ease, and even the universe is teaching me the same, that we don't have to work hard all the time. And that is what I want to build around me. So I'm thanking Bombay from my core of the heart, and I'm ready to say goodbye.
Right. So, what was the purpose that Bombay was for you? Because how I see it is everything external is a reflection of an internal journey, right? So, before you even get to Goa or Himachal, let's say, you've already arrived in that space internally. And then when that space will show up, you're already there. That's where it's coming up to reflect to you where you're at, right? This is how I feel about everything in general. So what was it that Bombay reflected to you for last? You mentioned the chaos, you mentioned peace in the chaos. And this journey of finding peace in the chaos is what the masses in the world are in right now. They're all trying to find peace in the chaos. It's chaotic everywhere. In India, of course, more. We have these mega cities like Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, which it's just chaos, right? But people are finding their peace because they have to. That's
Yes.
their journey
Yes.
of the soul, right?
Yes.
So how do you see that equation, peace within the chaos, and how do you see that equation changing for yourself in terms of material reality? And then that's the transition you're going into. Okay, so like if you can decode this for us, that would be wonderful.
So, I got married when I came to Bombay, and that brought me here. I had no clue that why Bombay is calling me. It's like the calling right now to leave Bombay is completely different than the the calling then back then. So marriage was a thing. I was looking forward to settle down in a city, in a new city, and things were pretty like calculative for me that I want to go to Bombay, I want to teach yoga, I want to lead a family life and build a family. That's
Like
it.
the systematic. Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
norm,
Yes.
basically. And I had no clue, about the tides, internally, apart from the Juhu Beach tides that I'm gonna face. But when I came here in Bombay, I definitely, that time I was very Delhi pro person. So because my friend circle was there, college was there. So my karma, like my work field started in Delhi, but I had no idea that Bombay will welcome me with such, like joyfulness. What I felt here when I came was a lot of joy and playfulness. But at the same time, while I was thinking of settling myself here as a housewife or even as a working woman, but more of like a, I don't know what the apt word in English, but grihini.
Grihasti.
Like grihasti basana chahti thi main.
Yeah.
So that started. So that's why I had kind of like I felt I had a support system with me, and after that, as I sailed through different transitions and phases of a married life, I felt like I'm completely in the dark. Like I'm shooting arrows in the dark. I don't know what I'm doing, or am I someone who just got married because others got married? I was so confused. So that also made me a little like I was put off with Bombay as a whole because that whole anger was on the city.
Right.
And one of my friends used to tell me that if you want to love any city or place, stop cursing it first of all. I used to say, oh, Delhi aisa tha, Bombay pata nahi kya hai, ajeeb hai log yahan ke, because that was my internal fight and conflict.
Right.
So my words kind of addressed those things and reflected those things basically. But then I realized slowly and eventually that okay, this marriage is not going to work. So eventually I came out of it, but it took me a lot of time to actually find direction and hope in life. I have always been talented since my childhood days, like with arts. I'm very artistic. Number three, so I'm very artistic and very optimistic, in nature. But that was the time during my divorce where I realized that, Bombay has a lot of opportunity in terms of Bombay asks you, what do you want to do? Do you have interest in painting, singing, dancing, teaching, yoga, even like maybe just like threading or something like in any you choose the profession and I'll give you the platform. Bombay tells you that, and Bombay has a place for everyone. There's a place for everyone in Bombay, so I like that about it. But the love or the friendship actually, grew slowly and steadily once I was out of the marriage. So first 3 years in Bombay, for me, it was restriction, limitation, because I used to go from home to Zumba classes to home. There was no friend circle. I didn't know anyone apart from my ex-husband. And I learned a lot during my marriage, and even divorce taught me a lot. And I think divorce and Bombay had a very parallel lessons for me, that stop cursing. Like even post divorce, I felt like I was cursing my relationship a lot, like my failed marriage a lot, and that's why internally I couldn't heal. And same thing was with Bombay. I was cursing Bombay a lot. I was finding loopholes here, with the system, with the chaos, with people, with everything around. And then once I stopped it and I kind of went in as like, okay, yes, maybe I'm looking at things like who I am, and it's not the other way around.
How did that happen? Because I'm asking this because this is a very important breakthrough,
Hmm.
which is a very simple one, but it's the most important one. Because
Yeah.
this is where people realize no matter what's going on outside, ultimately it's all inside.
Yeah.
First aspect.
Yeah.
So what was that
Yeah,
breakthrough moment?
to be very honest with you, I was bored of being miserable.
Hmm.
It's like I was crying, there was a lot of grief, because even if it was not a very fruitful marriage, but it was still a loss
Hmm.
of identity, of labels,
Death.
of system,
Death
death,
experience.
ego deaths,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I used to cry a lot, like randomly, and I was alone and I didn't know what to do. And my parents told me, don't come back. Like, whatever you do, stay there, wherever you are. Or you go back to Delhi or do whatever with your life. We have given you all the resources till now, and now we want you to
Figure it out.
Yeah. Just, So I felt, oh my god, my parents are rude, post my divorce. Maybe because of the divorce. I was cursing everything out. But victimizing myself. And then there came a point where I was like, bas ho gaya, bahut rona. Matlab, I was so tired of being miserable. And then I realized that, okay, Sudipta, look at the mirror, look at yourself, and just speak to yourself. Because right now, nobody is hearing you, nobody is there to judge. And that was the time I actually spoke to my reflection in the mirror, that who you want to become from today now onwards. And then definitely the first thought which came in my mind was like, just free, be joyful, you're joyful, remember this. Your main character, character energy बोलते हैं ना, character किसी किसी का personality, my personality is joyful. So that spoke to me, and I wrote down a lot of things that what I can control.
How long ago was this?
This was in 2018.
So 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2018, and then I wrote, I journaled. I thought, instead of cursing this person, ex-husband, in-laws, mother, father, sibling, friends, boss, all these things, just, it's okay. Whatever you feel like, make Sudipta sit here, so Sudipta talks to Sudipta. Let's be like that. And then I realized that what are my shadows. So that time also, there's so much of guilt, of a failed relationship, even if it is marriage or like a relationship. There was so much grief that you feel like you are the person who made mistakes and all. So I felt like, okay, after going through that process of kind of understanding my own shadows, I said, you know what? Let me focus on my light. Shadows, I will work with someone else. Like I will take guidance, because right now here I'm not able to gauge through my shadows. I know my shadows, but how to heal from that, or how to become a better individual, keeping that far from my own individuality. I felt like I'm unable to do that. So let me
You
focus.
realize I need help with that.
Yeah.
But I can do something other than that, which I will focus
on my light.
Okay.
And then I realized, what do I like? What do I want to do tomorrow? So I woke up, I started sleeping and waking up early on time. That was the first change I brought in my lifestyle. And then the second was running. I started running. Barefoot running on the grass, in Powai. So I was like, because I had time with me. And when you have time, like now I realize that it's such a luxury and privilege in a city like Bombay, where you have time. So I had a lot of time for myself, for watching at the sunset and sunrise every single day. And basically, so I felt very blessed, and I felt like, okay, I'll take one day at a time. And what I'll do is I'll wake up early, I'll go for running, come back and cook food. Simple things, like very simple ground, things, to do. Daily life, voila. So, because everything else was so heavy for me.
Your Nani is still there?
No, she has passed away when I was a child.
And you used to visit there as a child?
Yeah.
And the house is still there?
Yeah, the house is still there.
Who's living there now?
Mama, mommy. I have 3 mama, so one of the mama, mommy stays there.
And you're close with them?
I'm not. I got in touch with their son, who is my cousin.
Yeah.
Cousin. So I got in touch with my cousin, and he is right now in UK. And he just randomly messages me after my dream. Okay, so I saw a dream where I could see all the rooms and all, and I could see my home there, like my nani ka ghar, as abundant. There is space, there is air, ventilation, and also we are like well-to-do people. हमारे घर में टीवी है, वहीं सब आते हैं महाभारत देखने हर Sunday. So I could see that vivid dream, and after 2 days, me and my cousin happened to connect over WhatsApp that he's in UK, and he said, आपका Instagram देख के तो लगता है कि आप मस्त लाइफ जी रहे हो, खुशी खुशी and all. So, but I just spoke my heart to him. Like, it's been many years that I have not spoken to any brother-like figure, So I just spoke to him, and
what did you say to him?
I just told that I think I need a home. I think I need to be taken care of for some time, and I'm tired. I'm tired of this hustle. I'm tired of kind of wanting to make more money. I think from my journey with my relationship with money was so like fragile, because it was always on like flight and fight mode, that I have to give like pay rent, bills, da 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 da. There was not even 1 month where I could say that this month I'm not gonna work. So it has, even if I had money in my account,
You were still in that mode. So
yeah. So I told him that, and he said, "Who told that you don't have a home? You have an ancestral village. If you cannot," because I was very confused in where I'll shift. If I shift out of Bombay, because this is now my comfort work zone, or whoever, like I have made my identity here. But to break out from that identity, even if you know that you need the change and the transition right now, but still it's very difficult. And knowing that, oh, you don't have a backup system, like support system, any lineage, and you're also not married, so you feel very alone. In a way of, it is again conditioning. It's a kind of conditioning in our
well, it's a
village.
deep biological root chakra conditioning.
Yeah, definitely. So
Transmuting that takes time.
yeah, and that's what I spoke to my
Awareness.
cousin about, and he just said, and I was really relieved, but I was also surprised that how can this happen to me, because when things happen to you in a good way also, you resist a lot, because you're changing, and it's so unknown territory you're going to. So what will happen after 25 years? After my marriage and divorce, I'm going there in a village, sit up, and what will happen? What will people say? What will they ask? Are you connected to your parents? Did you have a child? Why did you get divorced? So many questions. So all those thoughts were like kind of popping up. But he said, you come to the village, you stay with me. I am also coming. So we will have a
She's
reunion.
also coming.
Yeah, that's why he said you have to come to ancestral village. My parents, matlab mere mama mami, they are very fond of you, and you come home. Whatever you're thinking, it's okay, valid, but trust me, ye kuch nahi hai
So you're
aisa.
gonna go there.
Yeah,
When are you going?
December.
Yes.
So he said, I'm gonna book your tickets, and you come back to home. You come back to your roots. You wanted to come back to your roots, right? And know that wherever in the whole world, if you any day feel, I just want to give up and sleep and eat without questions being asked, come to this Barobinia, come to our ancestral village, and you belong there. Come. So he said it in such a like apnapan bolte hai na, like he said it in a very like how to say, in a way which made me like question that, hey, I was thinking I don't have roots and I'm not connected to my roots, but this person is saying after so many years, how is saying that people like me and remember me still, like. So I was questioning it, but after processing this whole kind of receptivity, I'm very bad with receiving love and taken care of, even I want to still. So then I said, I should say yes to this, and this is a sign from the universe that just let go, it's okay, go in the unknown, and they are yours from your family, so it will be taken care of. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा, जाऊंगी नहीं, अच्छा लगेगा, वापस आ जाऊंगी, it's okay, but at least visit. So then he will book the ticket for me, and then I'll go and see and just be like, and I still remember that वहाँ पे बचपन में I used to walk barefoot, run barefoot, like skinny dip तो ऐसे ही करते थे बच्चे लोग, हम सब थे. And there was such a good, nice family, and it was an abundant family. So then I realized that my narrative with money, or say wealth or abundance, whatever the negative narrative is there, is not actually from my mother's end. I used to always think the other way around.
Hmm.
So I was like, I remember that abundance wala feeling, bachpan ka. So maybe after visiting there, I will be just enjoying.
So where do you
No.
think it came from, this disruption with an abundance mindset to more of a victim survival mindset
Mm,
to now you're arriving more in an abundance empowered mindset?
mm.
So what is that initial transition to now another transition?
Mm.
How do you see it from a place of awareness?
So how I see it is that when you dream high and you're very ambitious on every aspect of your life,
Which you were?
which I was since my
Okay.
childhood days.
Okay.
So I always
And how do you
wanted
describe ambition and dreaming high? Because when I ask you this, I want to ask you from this understanding that so many people in India, it's not right or wrong, especially young people, again, not right or wrong, it's rather good that there's striving to be so high, exponential growth, ambition, all of this is really set. But do they even understand, is that really for them? Or is it something that they are conditioned into?
I feel for me, I had people around me growing up who were very grounded, not so ambitious. But
Family people.
family people,
Hmm.
friends,
Hmm.
it was very like you grow up, college हुआ, B.Ed किया. If you're a girl, it's better to, it's safe and common to do B.Ed and then you become
So
a
they were
professor
very
in college. Conventional ways
and
of
they were
growing
very
up.
content with that.
Yeah, content with
Okay.
that, which I find very beautiful now, understanding it, that it's so good to be content. And bachpan se what I found my inner work lied into was I was never satisfied. I always wanted to do more. Even there, like if I was good in studies, I also wanted to be good in sports. I also wanted to be good, and I was, because I strived. So
very
because
type A, you were like,
yeah, I was like, मुझे गाना भी अच्छा गाना है,
हाँ,
मुझे डांस भी अच्छा करना है, मुझे
हाँ,
स्पोर्ट्स भी अच्छा खेलना है, मुझे
हाँ,
पढ़ाई भी अच्छी करनी है,
yeah,
मुझे खाना भी अच्छा खाना है, मुझे कपड़े भी अच्छे पहनना
सब में
है,
अच्छा होना है,
मुझे
yeah,
सब
best.
अच्छा चाहिए.
yeah.
So I used to ask a lot,
Yeah.
and my parents understood that she is not satisfied. Like one is being ambitious and one is being never satisfied with what you have. So my mom used to tell me that yes, strive for perfection, for your optimum, everything, but first be satisfied with what you have. So I could never understand it that time, and she used to always say something like self-help is best help. So I was like, these things like hit me hard, and I was like, okay, self-help, which means wherever I want to reach, it has to be through self-help. It cannot be supported or kind of, I cannot share that with people. So ये मेरा thought process था बचपन से, which kind of changed after I went to a hostel life, because hostel life taught me
You
in
went to boarding
Banaras.
school?
Not school, the schooling I did from a university, BHU I studied.
You
like
went
English
Banaras in
and-
the university?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Banaras
Interestingly,
University.
I was talking to
Yeah.
my grandfather's brother recently,
Mm,
who's a scientist,
mm.
and he's from BHU, graduate, back in the day.
Yeah.
He studied agriculture from there.
Yeah, it's one of the best places to study agriculture and law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the oldest universities.
Yeah. And when I went there,
And you studied literature there.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So when I went there, I felt like
So you have to read a lot?
yeah, but it was
English or Hindi
yeah,
literature?
English literature. But
And you like Hindi still?
yeah, of course. After studying English, I felt like Sanskrit and Hindi is way better. Yeah, but of course English is also a very nice language.
Yeah.
Of course, that's why you
Good
can.
for communication.
Yeah, definitely. So when I went out to study in BHU, that was the time I actually felt supported, because there were friends, new friends, and seniors, juniors, classmates, professors, and then there was music, dance, very cultural experience. Those 3 years were very cultural and spiritual, which now I understand because I was always at the ghats of Kashi.
Sure.
सारे दशवसमेध घाट सब ऐसे ही घूमते थे हम. देव दीपावली में हम दिवाली देखते थे, and used to feel good. You feel good. You cannot
The
explain.
deeper awareness was not there, but you were already in that
I
energy.
didn't know. Like we used to go to temple, Shiva temples, and वहाँ पे एक ये जो यूनिवर्सिटी का टेम्पल है, दैट इज वेरी गुड बिकॉज स्टूडेंट्स कम देयर एंड सिट एंड स्टडी. सो आई फेल्ट हाँ ये अच्छा है, मतलब मुझे उस तरह का एनवायरनमेंट नहीं चाहिए जहाँ पे लोग लाइन लगा के भीड़ लगा के बस एक माला फेंक रहे हैं एंड सडनली इट्स chaotic. Like यहाँ पे chaos नहीं चाहिए. So I like that temple in like inside the university where people just it was for students. You go sit down, you pray, worship, sing bhajan, or you study. Nobody is disturbing anyone. And you can sit like this or like this, कैसे भी बैठो, कोई limitation नहीं है. So you know I remember. So that time I remember in my graduation days I actually felt that hey, you know, universe is giving me an opportunity to be supported, to be loved, to be also have a circle, you know, sharing circle of sisters, of juniors, of seniors. And you know, I used to sing songs in festivals there. So it was very nice experience and it was very carefree life. That time we were not forced to think कि इसके बाद क्या. It was like अभी पहले 3 साल तो मजे करो, like that. So that was the time actually which transitioned from my you know, this thought process that hey, self help is the best help, and then you know you have to do it everything alone, to oh, even if I wanted to do it alone, but there are a lot of people and energies around to support me, and that's a sign from the universe that you're not alone. So that was a transition, and after that I took a leap of faith because I actually wanted to go to Delhi after my +2, and my parents were like, Delhi is not safe for girls, so you first study in BHU, you study in Banaras जहाँ hostel है, safety है, ऐसा है, then you go to Delhi, post graduation whatever you do it's your. So my parents gave me a lot of freedom to decide. So they're like हमें नहीं पता.
Where are they now?
Jharkhand.
Okay.
Yeah, in Sindri. So very simple people. They know what they want, but they are my parents are people who will also say, you know what you want, I don't want advice.
That's nice.
That's nice in some ways. When like right now I feel it's nice, but when I was growing up it's not nice.
It was
to not
it was
too
vague.
random and too vague, you know, like
Okay.
if you ask them for some
They
guidance,
gave
they
you
will
too
be
much
like
independence.
too much freedom.
Yeah.
Good that I didn't use it in a bad way. Like I didn't fall into any drugs and whatever, like you know, वो सब भी नहीं किया मैंने कभी. But I knew, and I used to share this with my parents. जो भी life का transition रहा है with relationships, और कभी alcohol try किया, कभी कुछ ऐसा try भी किया, तो I used to tell my parents and they're like, oh nice, okay.
Okay.
Like very neutral state of mind से सुनते थे, like not like parents.
Evolved, huh?
Very evolved. Right now when I see, I feel very evolved but also very detached. Very detached and disconnected. That's also now I'm realizing that
Buddhas.
as you like complete Buddhas, like कि हाँ मतलब तुम मेरे बेटी हो, बेटा हो, but ठीक है, live your life.
Yeah.
You know, बात क्या करनी है?
You're the only child?
No, I have a elder brother.
Wow. They're the same with him?
I have no clue. I'm not very like connected to my. I would say connected, but not. We don't communicate so much.
You and your brother?
Me, my brother, and even my parents with me, like especially post divorce. Yeah. So before that, it was like my mom was
What's the
my.
reason for that?
To be very honest with you, I think a lot of how to say, post my divorce, because it was like a second birth for me. So I was rebelling everything. I was questioning everything in life, like, and that was the time where my parents were like, "See, we got you married. It didn't work out. You got divorced. We supported you. Now, don't share your burdens with us. Detach your burdens. You want to say hi, hello, we can talk. But if you want to discuss deeper things like divorce में क्या हुआ, मतलब if you want to work on yourself and all, that is your part of life now. Don't burden us." They are very like अभी भी ऐसे ही हैं. They're like हमें नहीं समझ में आता ये सब. हमें है कि divorce हो गया तो ठीक है, time दो, energy दो, space दो, heal हो जाओगे. They don't know these methods of inner work, inner child, you know, generation.
But it's like they're like, you figure it out.
You figure it out.
Yeah.
They have always been like that, you know.
So that's quite nice.
It's actually nice to be, you know, if a person is continuously kind of evolving and accepting the reality, then they will see these kind of parents as ki best parents. Like,
but the ones who stay in, let's say, victim, then they will be to like छोड़ दिया हमें.
ऐसा ही feeling था ना मुझे भी मेरे divorce के बाद. I was very clueless, like, and I felt like
They would feel abandoned.
Yeah, I felt abandoned. Very,
Yeah,
very true. Yeah, that's the word. You know, I felt abandoned, and then I felt like there is no space for me to even talk. They will, मतलब मेरा language ही अलग हो गया, उनका language ही अलग हो गया.
And so there was no space for anything.
Anything.
But
And,
now, is there a relationship between you and them?
now there is more acceptance. Like if I call them, they will pick the call, and I'll just ask, "कैसे हो आप लोग?" They will say, "Yeah, we are good." And then if I want to talk, like you know, what I usually used to do, you know, recently is call them and play antakshari, dance, and like a session, like a sharing circle. Not very emotional sharing, not like a daughter or mother, but like human to human.
Because
So
the
now the
relationship is
relationship
already
has a-
more human to human
Yeah,
now, no? Because
I don't put them in pedestal of ki they are superior to me because they have to be superior to me like that, and they also see me as she has made her own choices of life, and you know she will live life better. We
so
have that
maybe
trust.
so now it's more like a soul to soul
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah. So I feel very connected to them. It's not like um you know, I also remember the bike rides with my dad, and also I do remember all these things, and I cherish those memories. But right now I'm like, you know, if my parents meet me, or if my sibling meets me, you know, I will be like, "Hi, how are you? You know, doing, what's life? You know, what's happening?" Like very general connection, you know, and also deep at the same time in some level, but not like, you know, this happened with me, you know, what do you think? They will be like, क्या फर्क पड़ता है things से, it is what it is. So my parents are like that basically. I have been grown up like that, where I have been set so much free that I have always been adulting my inner child बचपन से, कि I knew कि घर में मैं कुछ बोलूंगी तो समझ नहीं आएगा लोगों को लैंग्वेज. ऐसा नहीं कि वो खराब इंसान है. They have given me all the money to educate myself, do my like degrees, study. They have given me support system in a way where they said, you know, do what you want to do as a girl, you know, do what you want to do.
So adulting your inner child through your your transformation phase, you seek help.
Sorry, what? Can you repeat
So
the question?
during the time of grief, during the time of transformation
Hmm.
period that you were going through, post divorce,
Yeah.
post like during that time,
Yeah.
you seek assistance from other
Yeah,
guides, or
yeah.
what kind of assistance helped you?
Yeah, so one is belly dance for sure.
Okay,
Okay, so I
moving the energy.
yeah, moving the energy inside and around my womb space.
Right.
That actually brought me very closer to my feminine self.
Hmm.
Apart from being like, even if I play roles like, okay, earning or taking care, you know, of daily life का जो खर्चा होता है, ये सब monetarily, and also taking care of anyone else, ये सब करने के बावजूद भी when I started belly dancing, I could understand that, you know, I'm feminine. I'm also allowing my body to just be chill and do nothing, or just maybe laugh on silly jokes. Like I can be
Just
chill.
light.
Yeah, just light-hearted, you know. That joyfulness came back through belly dancing. And I could see some fantastic women, not just as good movers, but also how they are embodied in their feminine. तो उससे मुझे बहुत inspiration मिला belly dance से. And then second help was, you know, through my friends, you know, who could, like, I tried some clinical help of, you know, psychologists and therapists. That didn't work well for me because
Too mental.
Too mind, you know,
Yeah.
too much of mind.
Yeah.
It's very mind driven, it is very helpful though, very scientific, but it didn't ground me,
Yeah.
you know. So I felt helpful more with friends, new friends, sharing circles, you know.
You were needing human connections.
Yeah, human connection, hugs. You know, my fitness coaches, you know, they infused a lot of energy inside me, you know, through, like, because for them it was like, okay, I'm training, so that for me it was like, wow, they're my garden, they're taking decisions on my behalf, that this is what you have to do now, next set is this. So I could feel that connection of belonging, or just surrendering with my coaches, you know. You know, I fortunately had very good mentors and coaches in my life, so I think that really helped. Then coming back to music and dance really helped, you know. And nature connection, that barefoot running, वहाँ से फिर जुहू बीच आना, walk करना, you know, sand पे, and just looking at the birds chirping, again back to basics, sunset sunrise देखना, just helped me, you know, go through that transition of change. Like I would say कि अभी तो बहुत ही मतलब आई एम वेरी वेरी ब्लेस्ड. जो डिवोर्स के बाद वाला टाइम दैट वाज, आई फेल्ट लाइक, आई स्टिल फील दैट दोज वर, अगर वर्स वर्ड अगर सही है तो वर्स बोलूंगी मैं वो टाइम पीरियड को, यू नो, बिकॉज आई वाज रियली क्लूलेस एंड आई वाज आल्सो वेरी हेल्पलेस, आई वाज वल्नरेबल, मिजरेबल. बट इसी के थ्रू आगे मैं सेल कर पाई, लाइक डांस, म्यूजिक, कल्चर, ह्यूमन कनेक्शन, यू नो, नॉट एवरीवन आस्किंग मी कि क्या हुआ, कैसे हो गया, बट जस्ट सेइंग कि ये चलो आज करते हैं, डांस करते हैं, चलो साथ में. Like वही focusing more on the light and than the weakness part कि ये हुआ है मेरे साथ, ये हुआ, like constantly kind of putting too much importance of like making it a big deal about yourself. Because when I was also connecting with different women in the belly dance class, I could also see that he मेरे साथ worse नहीं हुआ है शायद, मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे दिमाग में. When I could hear their stories, I felt like, oh my god, it's not ethical to compare also, but still I felt like मैं बच गई हूँ. मतलब there has worse cases happened in divorce, you know, in divorce or marriages. मैं बच गई हूँ. You know, I felt that. And yeah, like I feel like dance, music, movement basically, you know, and full on workouts every single day with consistency. Because when I started moving that energy inside me through different movement disciplines, not just one, it actually helped me to also, like कुछ चीजें होती है जो belly dance से आपका release होता है, but कुछ चीजें आपको चाहिए hard hitting, it cannot be soft. So a push up cannot make you feel soft, you know, but a dead hand can make you feel soft.
How a soul chooses everything it has to go through till it can realize its highest and lowest potential, and be able to observe both to come more in neutrality, more and more, you know, and from that space or stream rather, be able to really sit and almost just sit and see life as an observer of this show as well, of our own show, right? This is when we kind of start navigating from awakening, post-awakenings, further awakenings to the streams of spirit, nirvana, what we call, where you truly start to get a taste of God realization. You know, you start to really get this stream of, okay, there is actually nothingness. Life is nothingness. It's like suffering, pain, pleasure, all these aspects of life. Our soul has simply chosen to experience through these characters that we get to play and experience through society, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But ultimately, it comes down to the soul realizing that it's all going to be left behind.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So all these death experiences or transformational experiences are for this realization to happen. And when the self starts realizing this, and then they start to embody this more and more, where, you know, this stream of God, let's say, of spirit, eternal spirit,
it is like godliness,
source, power, energy, whatever you call it, starts to move through you more and more, where everything becomes connected. Everything is connected. You just start living in that connection, right? So now in that connection, I'm sure you have felt that many times now. With that connection, where you are now, and how is that in relation to the material world? And with your transitions that are coming, going out of Bombay to other places, be it Himachal, be it Goa, because
or maybe be it ancestral village.
Be it ancestral village, you know, I'm coming from my ancestral space now, so I understand these spaces you are in. So,
right now, I find myself in a midst of transition, but not chaotic anymore because there's a lot of acceptance. There's a lot of that feeling of nothingness कि जो है वो है मतलब ठीक है ना, like I don't have to keep brooding over the past and I don't have to also plan too much about the future. Let me flow.
लीला की बात करते हैं. Drama.
Drama.
What have you understood of Leela, the game of Maya, in your understanding,
Yeah.
not to share with anybody?
Mm.
And how do you bring the understanding of grounded flow in regards to the interaction with Leela, the Maya, and as an understanding, sharing with others, simply whoever is to listen, not listen, as a reflection, right? Not a hierarchy. It's a form of satsang.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. How you understand it
So मेरे पापा ने
and how
बचपन
you
में
navigate it.
बचपन में एक कहावत बोला था, very like straightforward कहावत of Leela. Man proposes, God disposes. Straight. So I feel that's Leela, you know, when you think you are doing everything, and when you think that you're not doing everything, you're not able to do, like when you put you in the center of the universe and you feel like you're shouting out, you're screaming out loud that ये नहीं हो रहा है मेरे साथ या फिर ये हो रहा है मेरे साथ, and then universe shows you just the opposite or sometimes maybe the same thing. That's, I feel like that's Leela, you know, for example, on Shivratri, this like last Shivratri, I went to the Mukteshwar temple in Juhu. It's one of the best experiences of being in Bombay. जब मैं वहाँ गई अंदर, तो मुझे जितने भी इंसान से मैंने बात किया सबका नाम शंकर. I don't know how. सबका कैसे हो सकता है? And then जब मैं निकली and I wanted to buy a shivling that day for my house. तो उसी दिन शॉप खुला था, ठीक है, नया. जैसे इंटर हुई एंड सब वो कंस्ट्रक्शन भी चल रहा है और वो मूर्तियां रख रहे हैं. शिवलिंग है क्या? देख, हाँ जी, बताइए क्या कर सकते हैं आप? कहाँ से? वो बनारस से. अच्छा, आपका नाम शंकर. एंड इट वाज सो लाइक I was like, this cannot, yeah, it's cliche, but it's like ये कितना funny, ऐसा हो कैसे रहा है? Like सच में दिखाओ आपका आईडी दिखाओ. like क्यों पूछ रहे हो ऐसा? सच में शंकर नाम है मेरा. And मैं बीएचयू से हूँ. मैं it was so like everything, every people I was talking to, every person I was talking to said some things which felt like messages from Shiva. You know, everything felt aligned and I was like, जैसे मैं अगर जा रही हूँ शिवलिंग लेके, तो किसी ने मुझे बोला, अचानक से कोई मुझे इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहा है कि you know तुमको ऐसे बेलपत्र चढ़ाना चाहिए, ऐसा मतलब. And I felt like, oh my God, if I'm in full surrender mode, and that day I was in my surrender mode. I feel like जो हो रहा है होने दो and सिर्फ मजे लो इसके, देखो ऐसा
observe,
yeah, so just observe and देखो क्या होता है, कैसे कैसे हो रहा है तुम्हारे साथ. And you know, similar things like that कि मेरा एयरपॉड, you know, like you can locate your airpod through your phone, and वो मेरा खो गया था, छूट गया था. and कहाँ मिला? वो मुक्तेश्वर के एक टेम्पल, मतलब एक कॉर्नर में जहाँ मैं मेडिटेट कर रही थी, वहाँ पे वो मिला. मतलब लोकेशन कहीं और बोल रहा था, मिला ही नहीं. then I had given up कि मुझे एयरपोर्ट मेरा नहीं मिलेगा.
Are you able to observe like from a complete detachment state?
Yeah.
So that state, for most people who have never experienced that state because they're so attached in their game, the character, the mind is so busy. You know, they're like in
They're
it.
trying to make sense out of, you know, everything.
Yeah,
and
there's really in it. Like, what's their incentive to be in this state? That's it.
I would say there's nothing to lose. You will only see magical things happening. You know, for example, people see this. It has happened with so many people कि वो घर से निकलने जा रहे हैं, किसी वजह से पीछे रह गए, and then बाद में पता चला कि you know the auto went through accident और ऐसा. ये सब लीला ही है, you know, जिसको जो जहाँ उठा के रखना है यूनिवर्स या गॉड, आप जो भी हायर पावर बोलो, वो वैसे ही रखेगा. आप जितना भी प्लान कर लो, ठीक है, यू हैव टू मेक एफर्ट्स. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड ना, कर्म करो, फल की चिंता मत करो. तो अगर कर्म कर रहे हो तो कर्म करो, लेकिन ये उससे अटैच मत हो कि अगर मैंने 40 पुशअप्स मारा तो कल मुझे कंपटीशन में जीतना चाहिए. शुड वाला वर्ड जो है वो निकाल दो, एंड यू विल सी लीला हैपनिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, वेदर बी इट in a very good way or also some like destructive form as well. You know, Leela is not just where everything good and you know is happening.
But
with
this
you.
is where people struggle, no? They want again.
No, because that's part of the Leela too. We have to
But
understand
they're not
that.
able to accept it, so they want to. Okay, they'll be like, oh, you're saying amazing things. I will stop worrying about the outcome. So then, amazing outcome will happen.
No,
So they're
no.
already creating another loop by saying
I
कि
know.
amazing ही होना चाहिए तभी मैं छोड़ूंगा.
वही.
You know, so it's like this dilemma that a human doesn't want to suffer,
Yeah.
and that creates the suffering.
That is actually suffering.
That's the loop of the suffering.
Yeah,
Them
yeah.
thinking that they're going, the anticipation of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anticipation.
It's like I will say in a very simple words, आपको abs चाहिए लेकिन आपको दर्द नहीं चाहिए तो कैसे मिलेगा abs? Like if you want to, until unless you put your body through tapas, you know, like आप तपस के थ्रू नहीं जाओगे तो कैसे कोई भी चीज जल के फायर से प्योरीफाई होके ही कुछ निकल के आता
और
है.
तपस करके भी पहुंच गए चले गए
और
तो
नहीं-
कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि होगा.
हाँ, लेकिन मैं बोल रही हूँ हाँ ऑफ कोर्स गारंटी नहीं है.
Yeah.
सो दैट्स व्हाट. लेकिन वो आप आज करो या ना, मतलब इट्स लाइक either you spend money in being sick or you spend money in being healthy. Same thing like that. करना तो आपको है ही काम, you know. So that's why. लेकिन काम करके छोड़ दो ऊपर के किसी के भी भरोसे. Like या तो ऊपर के अगर आप एथिस्ट भी हो, just leave it. Like be detached from the object, you know, or the subject. You know, sometimes I feel कि we make ourselves as a main character in whole universe, but when you look at the stars and bigger things in life, when you look at plants, trees, you feel so small and you don't feel bad about feeling small, right? You surrender. तो वो अगर हम हर एस्पेक्ट ऑफ लाइफ में अप्लाई कर सकते हैं तो इट विल बी प्रीटी चिल, यू नो. लाइक थोड़ा हिम्मत मिल जाता है टू सेल थ्रू एवरीथिंग. लाइक बारिश में अपने मजे भी किए लेकिन विंटर में चुपचाप बैठे हो, हाइबरनेट कर रहे हो, वो भी आपके अंदर क्षमता बढ़ जाता है. लाइक कैपेसिटी इंक्रीजेस बेसिकली.
Is it people's attachment to the character of the ego that is stopping them from being this way?
Yes, definitely, because ego is there to always make you like a survivor or always like in alert mode. वो आपको बचाना चाहता है हमेशा हर चीज से. It's always like there is some danger outside. So the ego will always keep telling you कि like even if you make a decision, they will tell you, oh maybe this is bad or maybe this is wrong, like good, it is too good, you know, like no one can make decisions like you, so you're superior. So it will give you some like how to say like वो fire, वो आग देता है आपको, passion देता है, you know, ego passion देता है आपको बहुत. But we have to also see it from a neutral state of mind कि हाँ passion है अभी, very nice. Just enjoy that passion moment, that ego moment, and then let it go also. And this is what I actually was able to like learn during Vipassana for 10 days.
Go on.
Yeah. So I was in Igatpuri and I learned, I would say, and I still practice. And again, I'm not seeking to reach anywhere with this. I just do it that like how we meditated before we started, that just observing the breath and welcoming everything.
Simply
is
just
welcome.
being with the
Just being.
moments.
Just being, you know, you don't have to chant, you don't have to pray, you don't have to worship, you just have to observe. Observe your breath. बेस्ट है क्योंकि भगवान भी एक पॉइंट के बाद, अगर आइडल वर्शिप की बात करें तो एक पॉइंट पे इट इज ऑल्सो पास्ड ऑन और कंडीशन, या यू आर सीइंग विजुअली. सो मे बी आप उसके पीछे का एसेंस समझने के जगह आप आइडल पे फोकस अटैच्ड हो जाते हो या एसोसिएट करते हो खुद को कि अच्छा जटाधारी कोई इंसान है तो आपको लगेगा ये तो शिवा का अवतार है, यू नो, लाइक दैट. बट
Why
with your
do you
breath,
think that what's the why do people do that?
I mean,
What's the aspect of the psyche that gets them to do that?
it's easy, you know, it's easy to latch on to something when you don't have any clue. It's easy, like for me it was like blame. जो blame था मेरे लाइफ में कि blame कर दो अच्छा फील होगा, खुद को नहीं देना पड़ेगा कुछ अकाउंटेबिलिटी, सो blame कर दो या कर्स कर दो ऐसा. उसके बाद
So
also
spirituality where people are not taking accountability, what do you
it
call
becomes
that?
blind faith. You're blind, you know, you and faith also नहीं, blind faith भी नहीं है उसमें. अगर कुछ आपके साथ लाइफ में खराब हुआ तो आप एथिस्ट बन जाओगे कि you know, like ये तो मैं तो इतना कुछ रिचुअल करती थी, मेरे साथ तो नहीं हुआ, I did this, I bathed in turmeric water but still I didn't get a partner, like then it's like this कि ये नहीं हुआ तो फिर ये गलत है, like अंगूर नहीं मिले तो
Like you
अंगूर
will be
खंडे
stuck in duality.
yeah basically
And most of humanity, would you say, is stuck in duality right now? The masses.
yeah a lot of people, like I can see that ये या तो ये है या तो ये है, whereas the whole concept of life I feel ये भी है. For me it's like that.
But they're not able to see beyond the left or right.
Yeah.
Or right or wrong.
Yeah, they see it in a very linear way, but everything is like circling in a spiral. I see it in a spiral form now more than like
because you're transitioning more to an energetic system than a physical system.
Yeah. If we are stuck in physical system, you will see things linear then. You will feel like अच्छा ये right side मेरा weak है and left side मेरा strong है. You will feel like that if you are stuck in physical form. Like when I had dengue, I didn't get surprised, you know कि मेरे को कैसे मच्छर काट सकता है या मैं तो इतनी हेल्दी हूँ मुझे कैसे सीखना. Body है, it will go through everything like every season. It's okay. But how was the recovery? How was I breathing through the recovery? How did I give myself the grace of 1.5 months to do nothing? You know, yes, I won't lie that I was completely chill. There was moments and days where I felt rent kaise bharega. But this moment of being, that was only 10.
Observable. You can observe. You can observe. Okay, this is my ego playing its important function of me to play the game of survival. All this, which I will do when it's time. But it's not overpowering.
It didn't overpower me, and it was okay for me to also not.
So there must have been a transition moment for you where your ego must have surrendered to the divine.
Yeah.
When was that?
Wow.
There must have been a moment, a specific moment. Maybe you don't know as like a lightning, but like it must have happened where this turn would have happened from your physical 3-dimensional aspect running the show to ego surrendering to the divine and it working for the divine.
There was a moment. I remember it.
Yeah, when was that?
When I started chanting Hanuman Chalisa, like not chanting first, I was reading it because I liked Krishnadas tune of that song, you know, and
Neem Karoli Baba lineage.
Yeah. And also at the same time, I heard like podcast. I would say through podcast, I heard a lot of podcasts with fitness, health, and a lot of things were emerging out. Okay, I'm talking about this about like 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago this happened where
and Hanuman energy.
Yeah. And ऐसा हो रहा था कि मैं हनुमान के बारे में ज़्यादा सुन रही थी जो भी पॉडकास्ट थे. And then I thought, you know, this tune is good. And then there was this रसराज जी महाराज जिनका यमन राग में ये लो-फाई में रिलीज हुआ, you know, during COVID एक बार हुआ था. तो I felt like, and I'm a classical singer. I'm not a practitioner anymore, but I have learned Hindustani classical music, vocal. So Yaman Rag was my choiceable rag. It was favorite rag, and Yaman में कुछ भी मैं सुनती हूँ तो I feel like wow, it just grounds me. Then later on in Nada Yoga, I studied that raga has this role to ground you. You know, it hits your root chakra. So I'm like, okay, now it makes sense. Okay, fine. So I heard that like, you know, it was in Rag Yaman. Like it went like Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raja Nij Man Mukuru Sudhari Varno Raghubar Vimala Jasu Jodayak Falchari. So I didn't understand कि क्या meaning है उसका.
Continue करो. It's really good.
So you know, तो यमन राग में तो I was like words तो सिर्फ thank you. So ये अगर बज रहा है तो मैं सिर्फ गा रही हूँ because यमन राग से मुझे इतना प्यार है. लिरिक्स जो भी है मैं वो रट लूंगी because I'm a singer. ऐसा I was a singer, like performing singer. So I was like मैं गाने के लिए मैं ये करती हूँ. And then गाते I was like कि अच्छा क्या बोल रहे हैं लिरिक्स में, I should know as a singer. So फिर मैंने रिसर्च किया and I'm a very curious person. मुझे बहुत बोलते हैं ना like in colloquial language चुल होती है जानने की हर चीज. ये भी जानूं, ये भी क्या है, the fascination, like you know, because
curiosity.
And like I'm very curious, but not to know it to say that hey I know this, but to know कि क्या होता है इसमें, क्या होता है, you know, tell me, ऐसा like a story. I see everything as a storytelling now. तो मैंने एज अ स्टोरी टेलिंग ही सोच के मैंने फिर उसका पूरा पढ़ा एक एक वर्ड एंड ऑल एंड आई फेल्ट लाइक hey, this makes sense. So now I want to remember the lyrics. So then I started practicing it. Then I started practicing. I still remember that day. I called my friend Padmavati Hanger and I called her and I was like, Paddy, I cannot stop crying. I don't know why I'm crying. Like as much as, so she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm chanting Hanuman Chalisa and I'm just chanting it. Like मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, यमन राग में गा रही हूँ मैं. But मुझे बहुत रोना आ रहा है यार. अजीब लग रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है कोई चीज से मैं ऐसे डिवोटेड हो गई. मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है आई डोंट नो, लाइक आई हैव नेवर फेल्ट दिस इन एनी रिलेशनशिप. मेरे दुख में भी मुझे इतना दुख नहीं हुआ, इतना आंसू नहीं बहाया जितना अभी बह रहा है. शी जस्ट टोल्ड मी यू नो अलाउ इट. आई वाज लाइक कैन यू कम एंड मीट मी. सो शी इज लाइक ओके, इज एवरीथिंग ओके? सो आई वाज लाइक एवरीथिंग इज ओके बट आई कैन नॉट स्टॉप क्राइंग, आई कैन नॉट स्टॉप सिंगिंग दिस वर्सेस. सो शी केम. And then when she came, she gave me a hug and she's like, let's chant it together. You know? And then we talked. फिर ठीक हुआ. But that feeling, you know, of continuously crying. When I got to know the meaning of the word, I started crying and तब से रुका ही नहीं था मेरा रोना. And I felt like this is so weird यार. मैं एथिस्ट नहीं थी, but मैं ऐसी भी बिलीवर नहीं थी कि हनुमान जी को. ये विपस्सना के बाद हुआ. विपस्सना में and I till date Vipassana is one of the finest practice. I feel like without thinking of Shiva, Hanuman, Ganesh, Vishnu, you know, goddesses, ये सोचने के जगह I would prefer to see everything as divine. ये मेरा अभी भी प्रैक्टिस है. विपस्सना में पहले प्रैक्टिस करती हूँ सुबह उठ के and then I do my Hanuman sadhana, you know. But apart from that also विपस्सना के बाद ये मेरे अंदर हुआ, you know, because विपस्सना के बाद I was like, you know, this is the best. ना कोई कर्म, ना कोई कांड, ना कोई धूप जलाने पड़ेगी, ना कोई चैंटिंग करना पड़ेगा. विपस्सना is the finest practice. And then this happened. Then I felt like wow, वो भी है और ये भी है. So that's how I also understood non-duality. कि ये भी है, ये भी है. This also
streams.
is fun. Yeah, streams, different streams.
It's like the different forms of yoga.
Yeah, and every each to their own. जिसको जो सर्व करेगा. So अच्छा है ना, ये तो खुशी की बात है ना कि कितना सब कुछ है प्लेट में. तुम उठाओ, तुमको जो खाना है. You know, nobody is forcing you. So then I felt very like after that day I remember I felt very like light. You know, मुझे फीवर भी आया था उसके बाद, मुझे याद है. फीवर भी आया था and I felt really light.
So that was like the main moment, and after that, what happened?
After that, I started chanting Hanuman Chalisa. I wanted to understand.
But what happened internally?
Internally, what was happening is that I was accepting a lot of things. I was taking every day as, hey, this happened, okay. This happened, okay. I was saying okay to everything. That,
acceptance.
And I was being chill. You know, I was not thinking like I stopped looking at my bank balance every day. I used to do it to just see कि कहाँ कितना invest कर रही हूँ, कहाँ कितना खर्चा कर रही हूँ. But that also stopped. I was like एक rough figure है mind में, बस ठीक है, you know. And
you probably stopped spending as much money as before anyways.
Yeah. वो मेरा पहले से ही था.
Non-consumption में.
हाँ, non-consumerism. Yeah. But again, you can also feel egoistic about it at point of time, you know.
No, but I'm asking you, is this something that just happened actually without you thinking about it?
Yeah.
This is something you're just living. You're just living.
Yeah, that happened.
You started just living.
Yeah.
Your natural state.
Correct. But at the same time, I also felt कि I also kind of made sure, and my friends also made sure कि I come back to balance where हाँ ठीक है एकदम, मतलब you can enjoy luxury, you can also enjoy minimalism while also receiving good gifts. You know, it's okay. Like for example, अगर 3 साल पहले की सुदीप्ता ये होती कि मैं यहाँ पे एकदम ऐसा कुछ झोला पहन के आती और वो बहुत कंफर्टेबल लगता है, मैं उसमें भी कॉन्फिडेंट रहती. But today I am Sudipta where I enjoy dressing up also. You know, and I'm growing my hair and I'm liking it. And I was bald. I was at a point I was bald. I was boycott था कि नहीं चाहिए शैम्पू, मतलब वो जड़ को हटा देना है, बाल ही नहीं रहेगा, शैम्पू ही नहीं यूज करूंगी, ऐसा था. So I'm like ठीक है यार, रीटा शिका का है, उसको यूज कर सकते हैं, it's okay. So वही है कि
you're more neutral now.
Yeah, like I won't say bang on, but towards more neutral,
Neutrality.
neutrality. And that Vipassana has brought, in my life, that lot of my friends of different thought processes have, made me believe. Like I now, and when I go to Goa, I visit Goa, my friend, she's a meat eater. She's just opposite of me, but she takes care of me as if she understands me so well. So there also I find divinity. There is also like, okay, this is also there and this is also there. Like I have been plant based since the last 11 years now, but when I see a meat eater, of course, like I tell them that, hey, you exist and your existence is divine. It's okay whatever you're eating, it's your choice, your path. Yes, when you take professional help from me, then I will tell you how to combine that with something. But apart from that, each to their own.
Like you're not playing the morality
Yeah,
superiority game anymore.
No policing.
Yeah.
किसी भी इसमें spirituality हो, physical training हो, even like choices of living spaces. Yeah, it's okay. Like even Bombay में भी, like I'm saying, okay, I'm leaving Bombay right now permanently, but permanence कुछ होता ही नहीं है. Everything is impermanent.
Yeah.
Who knows?
What is permanent?
Yeah, nothing is permanent. So
And who's leaving where? to
हाँ,
go?
ये भी लीला का ही पार्ट है पूरा.
Yeah.
ये भी लीला का पार्ट है.